As you said, around this time when you were working with Gitanjali, so that's still the animation aspect of your career, and then you're also very much in the live action space of things, and not just that, you are one of the core members in visualizing those worlds now. So at that point, like, how was that transition for you? Like, what was the project that kind of brought you, into the whole live action space? And like, how was that transition for you in general, from moving from animation to working with actual sets and everything?
Talking about animation, sorry, so, live action is in 2013. I was called for Baahubali.
Right.
In Hyderabad. There's a studio called Fireflies,
Right.
and that studio became a base camp for that production, and all the pre-production was done in-house under one roof in that
Right.
studio. So I was called for environment design,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my first independent live action production design, environment design project, which was I was handling it at that scale. I mean,
Right.
so I just went and I had more of an animation work with me rather than
Right.
live action experience. But as I told you, it was environment. Medium didn't matter to me. It is an exploration for pre-production. So
Right.
medium is not a barrier, of course. Like it could be animation, it can be any medium. If it is, you need to understand your design format or the
Right.
limitations which comes to that with that medium, and you're there. So yeah, and I started with Bahubali came to me, and
Right.
I had an interview. I showcased my portfolio to Rajamouli sir. So this call comes to me from a Hyderabad studio, and Adityachari, who's also is an incredible artist of
One of the
India.
best. One of the best. Yeah.
So he calls me up, and he was doing character designs for that film. And he calls me up and says, Rupali, there is this need of environment designer for this tour or for this feature.
Right.
And would you like to take this up? I said, yeah, let me show my work first. And that time, concept artist and they were all evolving names.
Right.
They were all terms which are defined today.
Right.
So environment design, yeah, I do environment design. So I just I call up the studio and say, before getting into a deeper conversation of the film and all, yeah, I would prefer to show some of my work to
To
sir.
see if you're a good fit with the project, or
Yeah. Of course,
right.
if only if I'm a good fit, I want to, because not everything is on my web page.
Right. Right.
So it's better, I show some of my work to you, and then you choose if I'm better fit to it.
Right.
Then, but the beauty of it is the the production house calls me and tells me, doesn't matter, you can fly down to Hyderabad to show your work.
Right.
I said, fly down? I said, are you sure? Because it's just work. If I'm not committed to spend so much on the
Right.
flight ticket and, to showcase work and all.
Right.
What if I don't make up to it and it's a waste of money? Don't waste your money on flight, is what I meant. Don't waste money on your flight tickets for me, because I just want to showcase my portfolio only if it would be worth, only if, I'm fit to it. So he said, that you don't worry, Rupali, you come. And they booked ticket for me, and the day before I fly, I get a call from the production designer. The production coordinator.
Right.
Okay, ma'am, what will you have for breakfast? I said, what? So this is VIP treatment, boss. I was so, what should I tell? It was like, I've never experienced this feeling, to be treated.
Right.
So what will you have for breakfast? I said, oh, whatever is available in your
Right.
canteen or whatever is available, Like, no, you tell me your preferences, madam.
Oh.
I was like, nothing, whatever is in your canteen I will be more than happy to have it, because I had a very early morning flight to Hyderabad. And he tells me, this is the guy drive, this is the vehicle, will pick you up and they'll get you to the hotel first and then to the studio. And I said, I call up Gitanjali and said, Gitanjali, this is happening to me. I'm just going to show them the portfolio and the Arey, jury treatment, enjoy jury treatment. And this is very, which is very rare in uh, today's world,
Right.
So, and so much of respect to have for concept artists. I mean, I'm really, really thankful for that experience and giving me that, elevation of
Right.
uh, in every way. So the day I reached there, and yeah, it's an experience. So when I reached there, I showed my portfolio to the creative head of the studio. Then they take me to Rajamouli sir. I showcase him the portfolio. Then after that, yeah, and he said what he narrated me the script. We had a lunch break. He narrated me the script, and after, and I said before, I was talking to the producer, I mean, the producer of the show, saying that he is going to narrate me the script, but we didn't finalize on our commercials as yet. Unless if I don't know if I'll be able to fit in for the commercials, let's discuss that. And then it's worth spending his time in narrating me. What if the commercials doesn't work? I don't want to waste his time.
Right.
He said, don't worry, we will work that out. Don't don't get so anxious. We will work that out. For them, now when I look back and say, the producers are things can be worked out if if you have right people in right place.
Right.
They go out of their way.
Yeah.
They bend their corners. They make things workable if things are working for them.
Right.
If they find right people for their right position, they will make things change. So I'm just I just landed up there with with, I mean, it just came to me, and the Rajamouli sir gave me an audition, and yeah, I have a film. And 2015, I was not ready for the making of video, and there were many couple of videos coming in as fillers as they progress as they were progressing in making their film up. But in 2015, there was one trailer of making of Baahubali, and it starts off with my sketch.
Oh.
And I don't know, I didn't know what to say. And then comes the trailer launch, and it was massive, and massive that time. And 2015 it released, and Bahubali making of having my sketches in there, having my footage, however, for a fraction of a second. But I was there in like fraction of a second, but my work was there in making all of that. It opened with my sketch and it was incredible to experience that. and then when it released, and when the making hit millions of views, and then walking in the studio was I was really, I didn't know what to do then. When every second person when you walk to the studio, they look up to you, and and it's a complete different image what you have till you're working in the studio. And they are everybody coming to me and telling me, we are immensely proud of you, Rupali. And I just did work. I mean, it is, it was the film's destiny, however. But I feel really honored to be a part of that film, which and that film gave me an identity. I really thank you. I really thank Rajamouli sir for giving me that opportunity, believing in me, trusting me one-handedly. The only brief what I had is he narrated me the script, and he said, "This is all yours."
Wow.
And that is it.
That goes to show how much, as a director, he shows a level of trust that he has in the people that he wants to work with.
Immense trust between, I mean, just to hand over the script and
Right.
narration, and he said, "This is all yours."
Yeah.
I said, I kept on saying, that they give me some vision to what you look up to,
Yeah.
what are you look, it's some image of your film or some reference or something, what do you have in your mind? Anything randomly what you have in your mind which could broadly or vaguely describe the look and feel of your film.
Right.
He just he said, open your portfolio page, and I said, he got me to that page one, which I showed him. This is my reference. I said, I was, in my
Wow.
mind, I was in my head, I was saying, Mike, don't kid, please, no, this is not a time to go joke around. Don't, are you kidding? And like, I said, no, sir, please be seated. I mean, really, I was shut down. I mean, I was
Right.
not saying anything. He just looked at me and said, yeah, I'm serious. This is it. And my brief is larger than life. And it's all yours.
Right.
And that's it. That's it. It is the conversation between him and
Wow.
me. And that is rest is the history of Baahubali. But yeah, I mean, all that 3 months or later when I was working for sequel, and recently when I did a little bit of his work, the complete trust what he has for the artists or the supervisors, or the trust he has in his artists, I mean, as an
Right.
actors or his
Of course.
technicians, this all makes him as a strong unit as a
Right.
filmmaking is. So as I always say, film is a teamwork.